Hi, thanks for joining. Today I wanted to talk about how to organize your apps on your iPhone and why I find this so important. I found that anyone can attest to this. We use our phones from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. We stare at the screen, I would say all day long. Some people do. And so why not have this very important utility that helps us get things done, be organized, be clean, be clear, just like anything else in our life, just like our desks, just like our home, our office, everything. So the first tip that I have for you is pick up your iPhone, and on the home page, as you look at it, you are going to see that you've got 24 slots for apps. And the new iPhones, you can use, well, I think all iPhones, you can utilize the folders. So people will, consolidate all their stuff into one, and that's great. However, you do not want to use that on your home page. So on your home page, you want every single app that you use daily. No folders, no categories. We're going to get into that later. It's just your most used apps. You've got 24 slots, so use them all, figure them out. The reason I find this important is, honestly, it doesn't look nice when you have, I've already crossed this out, but when you have these big blocks, it's really nice to look at to the eye. When you have a really small folder with a bunch of little things in there, you can't see what they are, number one, and it just looks cluttered. So no folders on the home page. And the next one is, once you determine your 24 apps, your most used apps are going to be closest to your right thumb. And the reason behind that is because when you take your iPhone, and so right here, you can see, I don't know if you can see it pretty well, but my calendars is right there. Now I can get to that really quickly because typically people are holding it with this and using it with their thumb. They designed it for that way. So your most used apps are going to be here, I would say right here in this L shape. Close, just figure out your thumb and kind of do a little semicircle like this. You can figure out that area is your most used apps because you're going to get to it the quickest. So once you determine your most used apps, they're going to go here, right closest to your thumb. The next thing, so again, on the home page, no folders, and 24 top apps, best ones, range of your thumb. The second tip that I have is once you determine that you've got your top 24, you're going to have, I don't know if you're like most people, you have 50 to 100 apps. Those are all going to get organized on the second, third, fourth pages. And the way we do that is with categories. Very simple. Anyone with an iPhone knows how to utilize the categories. And I found that you don't need a million unique categories. Use just the typical ones, because that way you can, I would say, get a good list of 7 or 8, and I have this on my website. You can look at 7 or 8 most used categories, and then you just compile your stuff in there. So the second and third pages, you're just going to figure out your 7 to 8 categories. What I have on my website: productivity, shopping, money, utilities, let's say weight, cooking, very, very broad categories. And then once you're able to put all of your apps into the folders, you should I consolidated mine from 5 pages to 2. So that's just a little overview of how you can quickly organize your phone, make it look nice, make it something that you want to pick up every day. Once I did this to my iPhone, I'm not kidding, I wanted to use it. I figured out what I use most for my business, and I had it once I put it on the home page, I'm looking at it every day. Also, I think this is another thing. You're more likely to use it, so I'm more likely to, get my tweets out. I'm more likely to get my YouTube videos and things like that. So use your iPhone to help you with your life. Don't use it as an accessory. Don't use it as a social symbol of, look what I can afford. Use it for what it was intended for. And thanks for joining.